Hey guys, it's Anna with Passions of Paper, and I've got another fairy journal to show off to you today. This time I went with darker purples, and I have to say this is officially my favorite fairy cover. I'm a little bit jealous of this one that it's not mine, but since I literally just made myself a fairy journal, I cannot keep this for myself. So it's got this absolutely gorgeous foresty woman on the front here. I just love this picture, and I love all the stuff that's going on around her. This picture is from Ink and Page Journals, I believe. And then, so you'll see that she's got this giant tassel. I tried braiding it like my other fairy journal, but she demanded to have free-flowing hair. So it is very long, and whoever buys this can feel free to trim it down if they wish. But it's very thick and very long and very soft and fluffy. Underneath is some beads, as always, to add that clink that I like to hear when I'm carrying my journals around. And we've also got some beads under here, kind of eclectic going on there. I really like that look. Kind of love everything about how this one turned out. There's the back there. We've got the grungy threads all over the place. And in the top you can see lots of stuff sticking out. I forgot to measure this one and count the pages before doing this video, so I will do that afterwards and put it in the description box. So once again, the digitals are from Ink and Page Journals, Liana Scraps, Liana Scrap or Scraps, I can't remember, and then My Porch Prints, one kit from her. This is from the My Porch Prints kit. We've got lots of goodies in here that'll be going with the journal for whoever buys this to play with. I love this fabric. It's kind of a silky cotton feel, and it's just so pretty, and it looks beautiful on this green fabric here. And as always, I've got something in my throat. As always, I've made it a soft fabric cover with 4 layers of fabric, not including all the additions on that. And we've got lots of leaves coming out. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on with my throat all of a sudden. It's great timing, though. So, even though I do a big tassel on my journal, this spine is very soft and flexible, and I find that it does not get in the way when you're writing. See how flat that sits with this right underneath the spine? So, you don't need to really worry about that. You can also lift it up. It's pretty high on the cover, attached pretty high, so you can easily lift it up to get it out of the way. But I personally like to just have it down the spine right here. Let me make sure I'm in frame, and I'll show you the pages. So here we've got a little cluster of a pocket and a journaling card. And then I just did a cluster up here with a cute little acorn stamp. We've got a coloring book page here. Some of my dyed paper, very grungy piece. This is from one of my favorite tree books. Huge pictures of forests. Inside of this little pocket, like tuxedo-like pocket, I have a giant journaling card. And I did some grungy paint splatters on there, and I did clustering or layering, and we've got some fabric in there with Brave Wings She Flies, and then on the back it's lots of room for journaling. And then I love this little tassel. It sticks up at the top of the journal. Adds some grunge to the top of the journal. I love to see different parts of my journal poking out the sides and poking out the top. I don't usually do the bottom because I make my journals so that they can, when they're tied, they can stand up like that. Even when untied, they can stand up for the most part, but they're a little easier to knock over. But I like to be able to stand my journals up, so I don't usually do too much down here. And I always make these beads long enough that when this is closed, the beads can come out beneath the bottom, so they're on the outside, and not that the journal is sitting on the beads, making it all wonky and wobbly. So here we've got some dyed paper. I love how crunchy the paper always is. I distress my digitals because I just don't like perfect pages. I like them to be kind of crunchy, to feel old and worn and used, and like they've had a life before it's yours. So I have to heavily distress them, crinkled them, inked them. This is from a Fairy Creatures book. I'll put the links in the description box for the books that I have used in this journal, book pages I've taken. We've got a beautiful fairy here. Here I made a pocket with a giant journaling card of a super cute fox. And he's just poking out at you, peeking out at you there. And there's that forest paper without the glare. Did some stamping here. Here I punched out a butterfly, and then I put some scrap fabrics, like the stuff that you take off when you fray your fabric. I keep that stuff, and then I use it in my clusters to add a bit of texture. And then I took the other part of this and I set it in here and glued it, and then I stamped this page down onto it, so it literally matches up where that is. So I thought that was fun. Here we've got a pocket with this little book. There's a Pegasus on there. Yeah. And I stenciled the inside of this. I just used some of my dyed paper and sewed around. And this is just some scrapbook paper. Beautiful digital. This is the one from My Porch Prints. This is one of my favorite pieces of the dyed paper. I love the purple. It was really, really hard to get. Took me 3 or 4 different attempts to make. I kept making it too pink or too gray. So it took a lot to get it just right. This is some of my mixed media paper. I did inks and stamping, stenciling, powders, and this is either gesso or white paint. Lots of stuff on there. This pink paper turned out absolutely gorgeous. And then I just put a little fairy door on here with some texture behind it. This beautiful page here, love puts the fun in together, the sad in a part, and the joy in a heart. And then I put these 2 fairies on like they're meeting each other and falling in love. We've got a nice journaling card here. Here we've got a big journaling card that's been sewed all the way around. This is just a fabric pocket. This is from a fairy book that I bought. And then here's a look at the beads that are on the inside of each signature. Another large journaling card that's been sewn around. And another large journaling card. This one was not sewn around, just inked. And then in here we've got this little strip, super pretty. Mixing green and purple has been a lot of fun with these fairy journals. Super colorful page there. Here I made a removable journaling card that has a textured pocket, and in that pocket we've got a little envelope. I used my sticky glue stuff, and so that sticks, but it's not permanently sealed, and we've got a journaling card inside. And then you can journal here and on the back. I like to put that there because I like this to stick up and be seen from the outside. Here we've got a baby envelope, like a tiny fairy size envelope that's can be opened and you can stick something in there. And we've got this little slide here. And then I just did some decorating and some textures. It says, "You make life beautiful." I just love all the pages in this journal. They're so pretty. I literally could keep this one for myself if I were able to use it. Here we've got this page that flips out, and you've got one of those smushed fairies. And this is a pocket, so you can journal here. You can do a little bit of journaling in here. And then in here is a pocket with a shaker. Using some trash from stickers that I bought. Just really pretty trash that I didn't want to throw it away. Also, it's got a little quote inside that you can read there. And some more down here. If you shake things around enough, you'll be able to read that. Here I just glued some scraps down to make this a writing page. And we've got a journaling card, just paper clipped in. Beautiful butterfly. Some script stamping. I love the variations of the coloring in this paper. It's so pretty. It's some of my dyed paper. We've got some cute little deer in this picture. And the start of a spider web right there. Cute little dragon. I did some sewing on this paper. I sewed in lines to make it like it's the lines of notebook paper that you can write on, but in this case you can feel the lines, which is very yummy. This is some of that earthy mulberry paper that I love so much. And in this pocket here we've got a notebook that I made with these beautiful beads that hang out. It hangs out like this, and then they can dangle off the side of the journal. This is some of my dyed paper that's too dark for writing on, same as this piece here, so I took them and glued them together and grunged it up, and now it feels kind of like, just a little bit like faux leather. It's very, very thick, but pliable. And we've got some fun grungy pages in there. So you can take that with you and write on it. Use it for to-do lists. Use it for a little camping trip or something. If you don't want to take a big old journal with you. And here we have a scrappy notepad. I tuck it down upside down because first that makes it easier to get in, but also it makes what pokes out more grungy and fun. So it's just got some scraps of grungy papers that was left over from my project. And there's definitely room in this journal for writing and for your own, adding your own decorations to it. Or if you use a lot of ephemera like I do, personal ephemera, this has plenty of space for that. Here we've got a journaling card, backed with some of my purple paper. There's the rest of that spider web. And the other side of the deers. We've got a fairy stamped here, sitting in a tree. She's so beautiful. I love this paper too. I use lots and lots and lots and lots of different types of papers in my journals. I get bored too quickly, so I need a ton of variety in my own personal journals, and I always make these journals like my own personal journals. This cheesecloth here that I inked. We've got a tag here with a fabric tab, and then in here we've got another little tag. So lots of secret journaling space there. Here I just sewed some of my dyed paper on to the back of the scrapbook paper. This is one of my favorite pages. It's so pretty. I used some mulberry paper here on the back of this book page. So that's fun. Looks really pretty. Here I have an envelope flip out. We've just got a little unicorn and some fabric here. And then it flips out and we've got a journaling card inside. And then this is a tuck spot for this journaling card. This is one of my favorite pages. I love all of the beautiful things going on in this picture. She's so pretty. Love the ivy hanging from her. And here I did a little cluster with a fairy, some different fabrics. And here I've got some quotes. Nature is not a place to visit, it is home. And then down here it says, Magic is believing in yourself. If you can do that, you can make anything happen. And then we've got these fairies. And we've got some journaling, a journaling tag and a journaling card. With some fun ruffled fabric here. Ribbon. I did some sewing on that page. Beautiful dress. And that is the end. Thank you guys so much for watching. This will be in my shop by the time you're seeing this video. And I will put stuff in the description box, like I said. So, feel free to check out all the information in the description box. Click on the Etsy link to my shop. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to me if you want to see future journals, or every now and then I get around to doing some tutorials when I get a chance. I've got 2 young boys, so they take up a lot of my time. But again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!